Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. Well, strike another W for Trump and a big L for Governor of New York, Kathy Hochul. The Trump administration has canceled the leases of 18 federal buildings all across New York State. And, you know, not, not those employees are going to go bye-bye, and that means less money to be spent in New York. So it's another financial loss for Kathy Hochul. Let's get into this, shall we? This is from the Aloha, the Journal. Says, quote, Trump administration canceled leases for 18 federal offices in New York. And they have a list to go with it. By Emily Barnes and Laura Gersony, New York Connection Team. This showed up not long ago, even though it's more than 11 hours. Says leases for 18 federal offices and a vacant space in New York has been canceled by the Trump administration, according to a government data portal detailing the president's efforts to downsize the federal government. Buffalo, New York City has seen the most lease cancellation so far, with a 4 apiece. White Plains has 2, and several other municipalities throughout the state has 1 each. So, name for an internet joke: Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, effort had canceled government contracts and laid off thousands of workers as part of a wider effort to overhaul the federal bureaucracy. The president and his allies have taught it as a long overdue measure to cut down inefficiencies and fraud in government. So in total, the Trump administration has said it has canceled more than 700 leases nationwide. Wow. Which is roughly 1 in 10 of the federal government active commercial real estate leases, according to a review by the industry analytic firm CoStar. Never heard of them. Here is a list of 19 leases in New York that the Trump administration reported it has canceled, including federal office affected and location, square footage, and annual cost of each lease. The Social Security Administration in White Plains, 16,632 square feet, $511,908. The lease will terminate on May 31st, 2025. DHS, United States Secret Service, New York City, 250 square feet, $63,000. The office has already been closed. U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement, New York City, 0 square feet, 1,786,302. The office has already been closed. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, New York City, 0 square feet, 1,834,070. The office has already been closed. Defense Contract Management Agency, Buffalo, 18,167 square feet, $548,896. The office has been consolidated. National Labor Relations Board, Buffalo, 37,644 square feet, 1,020,916. The office has been consolidated as well. Social Security Administration at Horsehead, 11,400 square feet, $311,690. There is no longer a need for the space. Federal Mediation and Conciliation Service, Buffalo. That's 218 square feet, 44,352. Its term has been ended. Social Security Administration, Poughkeepsie, 14,000 square feet, $359,135. The end of its term has been planned for August 31st, 2025. Employment Standards Administration, Buffalo, 2,168 square feet, $63,475. It's been terminated. Indian Health Services, Nashville, Man Lewis. You know there was such a place in New York. 2,105 square feet, 37,648. It's been terminated. Employment Standards Administration, Forest Hills, 5,070 square feet, $308,437. It's been terminated. Internal Revenue Service National Office, New Windsor, 12,034 square feet, $314,988. It's been terminated. International Trade Administration, White Plains, 2,071 square feet, $67,169. It's been terminated. Mine Safety and Health Administration at Geneva, 4,400 no 4,046 square feet, $52,194. It's been terminated. Mine Safety and Health Administration, again, but this time Albany, 4,454 square feet, 97,789 has been terminated. Right near the governor. I know she didn't like that. National Resource Conservation Services, Syracuse, 33,548 square feet, $543,571. It's been terminated. Office of Inspector General, New York City, 10,651 square feet, 639,690. It's been terminated. And a 115 square foot vacant space in Sunnerly, sorry, I can't pronounce these names, with an annual lease of $2,500 has been bought out according to the database. See, so the Trump administration says they have saved around $468 million due to the cancellation of these leases, with over $7 million of that money coming from leases canceled in New York State. So this article originally appeared in the Rockland Westchester Journal News, and that's about it. They just talk about the reporters. So you can follow them on X or on Instagram. So basically, this is another slap in the face to Kathy Hochul, because those buildings are going to be gone by the summer, or already been gone. So that's less money being spent on these leases. I mean, less tax revenue for the state, and there's not going to be no employees. Another loss of state revenue, as well as city revenue, or county revenue, or whatever this property were. But the fact is, yes, this is another blow to Kathy Hochul's chances of re-election, since she's having a great deal of difficulties. Everything from Peanut and Fred the Raccoon and Squirrel, all the way up to the correction officers strike. And of course, now she's battling the Trump administration, and she's losing badly. From ICE to possibly congestion pricing. We have to see what happens on March 21st. That's when they ordered the program to be stopped. And, to continue, I would tell the Trump administration to cut the power off. You could tell Con Ed, clip, clip. And that's it. She's not doing very well. I mean, you got to remember the subway crime. She keeps saying it was going down, but it was going up. And the migrant who burned that lady to death on his train, and the same day she decided to go shopping in Queens on the subway and has selfies with herself, and not a good look, because somebody took a selfie of her on one side, and then the poor woman being burned to death on the other. They put it together. Yeah, she's tone deaf and stupid. Let's put it that way. And of course, on top of all that, and with the cherry on top, you have your lieutenant governor thinking about running against her, and she's trying to strip him of power, and she's trying to limit Mayor Eric Adams' power ever since he decided to let ICE have an office in Rikers Island. She got a plate full, and she's not balancing too well. It only matter of time when these plates are gonna fall and ruin her politically. Almost said financially, but it's politically. Yeah, it's not a good look for her at all. And I'm all for it. Sorry, Kathy. You got Hochul by your own self. So that's all I can say. So long for now. Don't forget to stop. Ooh.